Welcome to Learning Plan 11, Crises Related to Substance Abuse. Family, medical, legal, and psychological crises associated with substance abuse will be explored. Alcohol and prescription drugs, as well as some of the illicit substances such as cocaine, crack, crystal meth, marijuana, LSD, and heroin will be discussed. Let's take a look at a checklist of activities for Learning Plan 11. Watching this introductory video is included. Reading Chapter 11, Crises Related to Substance Abuse, review the PowerPoint slides, view a short video clip on the alcoholic in denial. It's a short one, but it's a good one. Complete Quiz 11, complete your discussion board post and 2 responses. It is suggested that you complete your facilitation of a crisis intervention and that you compile your crisis intervention paper. And I'll discuss completing your facilitation in a moment. If you scroll to the bottom of Learning Plan 11, you will see the explanation of facilitating a crisis intervention. For this performance assessment task, you will facilitate a crisis intervention session with a client for 15 minutes using the ABC model. You will display A, basic attending skills to develop and maintain rapport with this client. Then you will show B, that you have identified the precipitating event, the cognitions associated with the event, the emotional distress, and impairments in functioning. Along with that, you will provide feedback such as reframes, empowerment statements, educational statements, and validation statements. Finally, C, you will help develop coping strategies with and for the client. Let's take a look at the scoring guide. The criteria includes facilitator obtains commitment from client to follow up, the facilitator presents alternative coping strategies, facilitator identifies client current coping strategies, the facilitator uses therapeutic statements to help assist client, validation, educational, empowering, and reframing, facilitator makes ethical checks, suicidal, homicidal, substance use, organic issues. The facilitator uses skills to identify the precipitating event. Facilitator uses basic attending skills such as paraphrasing, uses basic attending skills such as clarification, uses basic attending skills such as open-ended and closed-ended questions, and facilitator uses basic attending skills such as eye contact, voice tone, and body posture. You are in virtual college, so you will be taping this, and you will be sending it in through Blackboard. It is suggested once again that you send it in during this learning plan, but you create your own due dates, so hopefully you're working on it or you have finished it. Let's discuss Chapter 11. Substance abuse crises include issues that arise due to use of alcohol, the #1 abused drug, illicit street drugs, and prescription drugs. An individual using these drugs may seek crisis counseling due to legal, medical, psychological, or spiritual crises. The precipitating event and the consequences of the substance abuse must be identified, and the person must face the reality of these facts and relate them to the substance abuse. Family members involved with substance abusers often participate in the abuse and show typical signs of enabling and are often referred to as codependents. They need intervention as well. Substance abuse has long been considered a family problem. 12-step groups such as Alcoholics Anonymous have been established for all and are considered effective treatment. In the long run, crisis workers are encouraged to facilitate substance abusers into working with these 12-step groups. This chapter discusses the type of drug abuse crises, family crises, and medical crises, and it differentiates between legal crises and psychological crises. It discusses that alcohol is the most commonly abused drug of abuse and discusses interventions with alcoholics. You should know the terms Alcoholics Anonymous, 12-step facilitation, family therapy, and medical approaches, including detoxification. Pay close attention to on page 252, box 11.2, an example of a family in which alcoholism kept the family together. Discusses codependency, adult children of alcoholics, and also treatment for the codependent. Illicit drug misuse is discussed, including speed, cocaine, crack, and crystal meth. A great page is 256 because box 11.5 discusses ideas to empower enablers and codependents. Various drugs of abuse are discussed, including the effects of cocaine and speed on the family, marijuana, LSD, and non-medical use of it or abuse of prescription drugs. Some of the terms that you should know are alcohol abuse, dependence, amotivational syndrome, aversive conditioning, bottoming out, depersonalized, tolerance, withdrawal. There's several case studies on page 265 and 266. You should role play utilizing the ABC model. I hope you learn a lot in Learning Plan 11.